Today on the Seg-Way, we talk about our goals for the upcoming month.
We see if we can accurately rank your favorite way of consuming potatoes.
I go into depth about the new character in Overwatch and 222 Lock.
And our review of Fisher's Cafe and Pub, all coming up on the Seg-Way Podcast. Hey, welcome to the Seg-Way.
The best thing that happened to you on a Thursday.
That's right. So, how's your day going, Charlie?
You know, it's good. It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah, what about you?
I just made you dinner. It was great.
It was really good, yeah.
Yeah. I made some really great potatoes. We'll get into that, though. So I just want to jump right into this, because if any of you guys follow us on any form of social media, you see that we did go to the Witch's Ball.
Woo!
And 50% of us touched it in this room.
Of us in the room. I touched it.
Yeah, how did it feel?
It felt like stone. It didn't feel especially cold.
Right.
It didn't feel especially warm. It was supposed to feel cold.
Right. And okay, so what was really crazy is we went when it was really dark, which let me say this. Normally when we go to the cemeteries, they're like well lit, like there's a Walmart we can park at and walk a little bit. But this one was so rural. Yeah,
this area is just rural. Like
Fairlawn. Yeah.
The Fairlawn Cemetery it's suburban.
Yeah, it's like I think I actually wrote a story about it once, and somebody was like, "Here lies a soccer mom." That's that. But yeah, this one was just dark and creepy, and it was. But let me get back to what I was saying. I was expecting it to be a long time before we found the ball. We were there for like 5 minutes. I looked to my right. I'm like, "Oh, hey, there it is."
Yeah, it was. Well, where we parked wasn't the main entrance.
Correct.
Yeah, it was like an off. I don't know why. It was just there. Almost like it called us to park there.
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever. So
why don't you tell them about how long you decided to wait, Charlie?
All right, listen.
I'll give you the floor.
All right, so here. I was really concerned about my car.
Mm-hmm.
Because we decided to park in the cemetery, which I don't think was a good idea. However, we did not wait the full 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The rule that I will say Tyler decided to implement.
That's true.
So that was not part of the myth.
But I did say, would you wait 30 minutes? And what he's not saying is as soon as we heard a creepy sound, he was like, all right, let's get in the car. All right, we got to get out of here.
It was like, it was like a drill.
It was like, and you were like, oh, we got to go.
It was a bird like, what up, homie? And I'm like, we got to go.
Yeah, so, but it was really cool. And we do plan on going back.
Yeah, I do want to go back.
A little bit longer. We went for like a sneak peek.
Yeah, it was like
probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour drive plus an hour and a half drive home.
I had to take a bathroom break on the way there.
And you know why he had to take a bathroom break? Because something we're going to be talking about in about 35 minutes from now.
We'll get there. It was fun though. I'm glad we went.
Yes.
All right, Tyler, you have the floor.
All right, so do you like swimming, Charlie?
I love swimming.
Do you?
I do. I feel like a whale.
Yeah?
Like a little baby whale, you know?
A baby whale, yeah. Do you like the ocean better or do you like lakes?
I actually love the ocean.
Do you?
Yeah.
You said actually like that's not like the popular opinion.
We're from, Cleveland area.
So we're used to the lakes.
Yeah, we're used to lake, but I always like going to the oceans.
All right, well, for this story, you like lakes.
All right, cool.
And when you swim, do you like going underwater or do you typically stay above the water?
I like to go underwater.
You do?
I like to feel my hair move.
Do you like brain-eating amoeba?
I don't.
No.
I don't like that.
Apparently, there is a brain-eating amoeba in North Carolina freshwater lakes. The science behind it is while you're swimming underwater, these amoeba go up your nose, up your nostrils, past your mucousy hairs in your nose, up to your brain.
Oh.
And they cause swelling, and that leads to death.
Oh, like the Zombieland virus.
What?
I was watching Zombieland.
Is that what it was? I thought it was mad cow disease.
Well, yeah, but it caused the brain to swell.
Yeah, okay, then yeah. So maybe these people aren't dying. Maybe they're just coming back, but they're in the water, so they're not coming back yet. They're
maybe.
But yeah, they're like, symptoms are like severe headaches. But yeah, like...
Oh my God.
So
is there a cure?
I don't think so.
Oh no!
So this is what they're like. Just don't go to water, or if you do, or I think there's they quoted a scientist or something. He's like, you're like, I'm not really worried, but I would probably tell a kid to plug his nose. I mean, I could swim in this water and die, but I got my nose plugged, so let's just...
It's in North Carolina?
That's where they said.
Just go to the ocean.
Yeah, come on. Like, what is it, an hour? You cheap
It can't
ass.
be that long.
Yeah.
Just if you're going to swim in a body of water, just make it the good one.
Right, yeah. So people in North Carolina, you know what to do. Go to the ocean.
All right, so goals. My goal this month. All right, so I'm taking summer classes. It's like I have one class and then I had 2 classes and I'm on my last section of classes. It's like separated by weeks instead of like a full summer course. I'm on my last 5 weeks. And so I'm like week 2. I'm going on to week 3, so there's going to be 2 more weeks after this. And my goal is to get an A in this class. I've gotten A's in all these classes so far. So the whole summer it's been an A. If I don't get an A in this class, it's going to break that streak and I don't want to do that.
Are you at risk of not getting an A?
Not yet.
But there's still time to fuck up.
I can always fuck up. I think I'll be okay. I think I'll achieve the goal.
Okay, it's specific. You want an A. It's measurable. It's a grade. It's attainable because you've already been doing it. It's relevant because it's happening in your real life. And it's timely because it's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, it's only 3, I think.
Oh.
I'm starting my 3rd week of the 5. So there's 3 weeks left.
Okay. So that is a smart goal. Good job, Charlie. I'm rooting for you.
Me too.
So my goal is, and I use this phrase in life differently than it's portrayed on the I Am Rappaport Stereo podcast, but he uses the phrase hard body karate, which I love.
Okay.
He just kind of means like it's real. Like, this is, dope. It's hard body karate. I use it in terms of like fitness. Like, I'm trying to become hard body karate. You know what I mean? Okay. So my goal this month is to go hard body karate. Now, see, that's not very measurable. You know what I mean? You
gotta break a board at the end.
Yeah, with my face. Body fat percentage. So I weighed myself today. And it's weird because the last time I weighed myself was like in May. It's been a while. So I have a Fitbit scale. It was a Christmas present. But yeah, I weighed myself for the first time today. My weight was higher, but my body fat percentage was lower than it was last time. So it's kind of like I was kind of like, oh shit, I gained weight, but then I saw the body fat percentage was down. I was like, okay.
Does it mean you gain muscle?
That's what I would assume, but I don't feel it. So my body fat percentage is currently 23.9. By the end of the month, I want to be under 20% body fat.
Okay.
Like 19.9, perfect.
You said it was 28?
23.
23.9.
Okay. I'll post pictures maybe if you guys want. If I complete the goal, I'll do a before and after. I'm not going to embarrass myself just for y'all's sake.
Just two befores.
I'll take a naked photo now. So that is my goal.
So it's like I'm back in time a little bit.
Yeah. I'm
actively trying not to do fitness goals. It's just so obvious for me. Like, to do fitness goals. I'm like, maybe in a little bit I'll try, but I get in my head about that kind of stuff.
I've noticed in my life that the more I focus on fitness, the harder it is to be fit. Sometimes if you're just so focused on other things in life, that's when I lose weight. Like if I'm busy with band and I got a lot of stuff going on at work and I just don't find myself eating a lot,
you just stop eating.
And then I lose weight. And then I start thinking about it. I'm like, oh, well, I could eat this and I could do that and I could do this. And then it just fails. It's like if I get in my head about it. So I agree. It's not. And if this was January, I would not make this my goal because that's everybody's goal in January.
The only time I've ever been like getting fit was when I was very upset with my life and the way it was going. So I feel like the only way it's going to work is if everything fell apart on me. I don't want that to happen.
When was that?
I was in early 2014.
Okay. We were living together.
Yeah.
There was a period where you were chugging a lot of water. You were like the water man.
It was maybe it wasn't too. It was after we were living, early 2015 probably.
Okay.
I was in the gym and I was not happy. I was at the gym a lot because I was not happy.
Duh, that makes sense. That's when we stopped living with each other. Okay. Now I just the secret.
High five.
All right. So if you guys have been paying attention to our social media, you guys know that we put out a poll, so to speak, which Facebook poll, you're trash.
That was terrible.
What good is 2 options?
I was so fucking frustrated.
If you look at the diagram for Facebook poll, it shows 3 bars. 3. Mm-hmm. You don't even offer that many. It's false advertisement. It's stupid.
I asked Kat about it. She said you can go into it. I tried my computer and my phone. I was about to lose my mind.
Yeah, listen, we're not technical guru wizards, okay, over here. We don't have our gamma knocking out technical algorithms.
Not a technomancer.
Nah, we just a couple dudes with a couple microphones and a Mac. So anyway, potatoes.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
I think that's the wrong country.
So we put out a poll saying, list in order from favorite to least favorite your top 5 potatoes. And the options were French fries, baked potato, mashed potato, hash browns, and home fries, which are cubes, which we had today, which were excellent.
They were. I've never had those like that. It was really good.
Thank you. Very simple.
It did not sway me though.
No, me neither. So just being very upfront, transparent. Even though we posted the social media, we didn't check it. Did you check it? I didn't check it. Did you cheat?
I not really. I
didn't really cheat. Like
what
a
happened,
little bit. But...
I saw the notifications come up on my Facebook, and I clicked it for a second, then I looked away real quick.
Okay, so you don't know?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. This is the game, because remember, way back in week 1, we did check these out. So this is the other kind of variation of that, where Charlie and I are going to talk and list these out in our order. And our goal is to match as many in our order as in your guys' order. Like, we're going to compile all of them and see, like, what the general masses said for the list. Like, let's say we put the first one as French fries and you guys do mashed potatoes. We lose that one. But let's say for the second option, you guys had baked potato and we put baked potato. We get that point. So here's where it matters. As you guys know, a la Midsummer, you guys know week 2 we do movie reviews. So here's where it gets interesting. If we can get at least 3 out of 5 of the list correct with what you guys chose, we're going to go see a movie that we want to see.
Yes.
But if we do not, and we get 2 or less, then we will see a movie we do not want to see. And what movie is that, Charlie?
Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh my god.
It's still in theaters, we checked.
Yeah,
Tentatively.
somehow, some way.
It might not. Hopefully it won't be by the weekend.
Yeah, just for fun. Charlie was like, we could go see Toy Story 4. I'm not really a fan of that.
No, I hate Toy Story.
I was like, I think it'll be a little hard to convince people we're punishing ourselves by seeing this. I'm a fan of Toy Story.
As much as it would not like the situation, I could see how that could be like, oh, they're not really trying.
You would rather see Toy Story than Sherlock Gnomes. Please.
That's a hard maybe.
Oh my god. Okay. So let's just dive right in. And again, we do not know what everybody else chose. Like, we will compile that on here. We will pause it, do the work, and come back. It'll be 1 second for you guys, probably 15 minutes for us.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So Charlie.
Yeah.
We got to think for ourselves, but we also have to consider... Oh, we should say this. The movie we want to see.
Oh, yeah. The movie that we want to see that is not the punishment, is the reward, is Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I really want to see this.
I do too. It looks so good.
But there'll be so much more material to talk about in the review if that's what we see. Oh, I hope.
Comparing Sherlock Gnomes. Oh my god.
Oh, you know what I said though at work today? Because since it seems like the basis of the movie is on puns, it takes place in London.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
There should be a Jack the Nipper.
Ah.
Because of the gardening.
Watch you. You called out the
I know. They're gonna be bringing me in theaters and be like, "Wow,
Jack the Nipper."
Yeah, their screenplay is just a checklist of puns. All right, we hit that one. We hit that one. We hit mashed potatoes. Is that?
I think it's number 1.
Right?
Yeah, it's
gotta
be.
If you animals did not put mashed potatoes as number 1, you're all wrong. I can read your handwriting. I know. I know who did it.
Mashed potatoes.
Okay,
number 1. So number 2. I think
say,
fries.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really like baked potatoes. Like a real good baked potato.
You know where I didn't get a real good baked potato?
No.
Yeah, you asked me again in 15 minutes. But I think people say French fries. Though.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's so popular.
Like
burger and fries.
Yeah, burger and fries.
Get out of my head.
I can't.
3's gotta be baked potato.
Oh wait, are we already? We're already on 3.
Yeah.
Are we? You're
2 is fries.
We already talked about this. You're like a bang, bang, bang. I like overanalyze everything.
I do more instinct. Yeah.
Okay, so right now we have mashed potatoes and French fries at 1 and 2. Batting cleanup. Who you got? You got baked potato?
I think so. Maybe I'm underestimating the power of breakfast.
Yeah, people like their hash browns. And what's the home fries are $5. We agree.
Yeah.
And like we just ate them and they're not delicious.
They're not bad, but usually they put like a bunch of paprika on it and it's just like.
Yeah. Do you know when you get home fries at a restaurant? Do you know why you get home fries at a restaurant? Because your server misheard your order. You said hash browns and they didn't give a shit and you got home fries. That's when you eat home fries.
Although, Bob Evans' home fries are actually pretty good.
Bob Evans?
Yeah, Bob Evans' home fries. Robert Evans.
Actually, they have a sunshine skillet.
Yeah, the home fries?
Yeah, it is pretty good.
But hash browns are,
Yeah.
So you think it's between, so 5 is not hash browns. Home fries.
3 and 4. That's what's
3
up
and
for
4
grabs.
are hash browns and baked potato. But I don't know the order.
Dude, I don't know either. And that's make it break it. Well, actually,
unless we all agree the home fries.
Let's say the biggest thing is we have to hit on mashed potatoes and fries.
Yeah.
Because we only need to get 3 out of 5. So if we can knock out 1, 2, and 5.
I think we're going to see Sherlock. No.
No. Dude, listen, if we compile it and number 1 is French fries, we're screwed. Because we already lost 2 then.
I know.
Oh, man.
I don't want to see Sherlock Gnomes.
What if it's a 2-hour movie? What if it's 2 hours?
It can't be.
Dude, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's only 100 minutes.
Wait, really?
Isn't that fast?
That's short for him.
I know, is it a horror movie? Annabelle Comes Home is, I think, an option if Sherlock Gnomes is not in theaters.
I mean, that'd probably scare me.
It's tentative Sherlock Gnomes. Like, I want to punish us with that if we can.
All right.
We deserve it. Okay.
4 and 3.
I think baked potatoes should be 3.
I agree.
Okay.
But are we at miss?
Okay, so we got mashed potatoes, French fries, baked potato, hash browns, home fries.
Yeah.
Do you want to lock it in?
And that's how I listed on Facebook. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
We could be influencing people without even trying.
No, I put fries as like 2.
Do you want to lock it in though?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we will be right back. Okay.
What's up?
We tallied the scores,
Do
and let me read you the order.
you want to read them side by side?
Yeah, sure. So here's how it went down. We had social media, we had Facebook, and we had one Twitter. Alex, shout out. Which, by the way, while talking about Alex, good friend Alex and Ed are doing a Let's Play of Spyro.
Ripto's Rage. So shout him out. If you guys like watching Let's Plays, give them check them out. Yeah. It's Ghost Type Alex. Ghost Type Alex. Go check them out. It's funny. They got they're
2 videos up right now.
Yeah, they're funny guys. I mean, yeah, they're funny.
And Spyro's always a good time. So go check them out. And Alex, I appreciate you doing the poll. So here's what we did. On the polls, they can only list their favorite, and we had some people from my work write down their scores and fold it so I did not see it. So the way we did that was their first answer was worth 5 points, second answer worth 4, all the way down to their fifth, which won. So those went from 1 to 5 points, and the people that only were able to select 1 on social media, those were worth 3. So we're not just making up random stuff. That's the number system we use. So final scores. Top place, mashed potatoes with a score of 37. Second place, French fries, 32. Woo. Very close here. But in third place, coming in hot with a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of butter, a little bit of bacon, baked potato number 23, LeBron James. Mm-hmm. Coming in at fourth with 21 at hash browns. And no love for the home fries with a very lonely 13 OBJ.
Oh, man.
So if you were keeping track at home, if you wrote ours down and you listened to that is a perfect run. That is 5 for 5. That is a gold star on the fridge.
Yeah, so I'm sorry we're not going to get to see Sherlock Gnomes, but we get to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm so pleased.
Quentin Tarantino's 9th movie.
I'm so happy. I really did not want to see Sherlock Gnomes.
I am too. We could run it sometime, but...
Yeah, when we get drunk and then we kill ourselves. I told them at work that I was going to probably have to restrain my arms if we went, because I would probably have the urge to break my own neck.
I'm so glad.
So shout out to everybody who participated. We appreciate you guys. It was fun for us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We want to do this every week because we want to, we want to do this
every month.
We want to do this every month so that we have that stipulation, because I feel like us just always just randomly picking a movie we want to review is kind of like,
No, it raises the stakes for games and stuff. It's good. I like
because
it.
there's probably some great movies that we wouldn't want to see that if we saw it, like, we were talking about maybe going to see yesterday. They were like, well, it looks like a good movie. It's like, no, I wouldn't go see it, but it could be a really good movie.
I mean, I kind of want to see it just because my boy's in it.
Who's your boy?
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah, he's in it for a little bit. He tells him to say, hey, dude, instead of hey, Jude.
Oh.
Which, I mean, that's not really funny. Is it my turn?
It is your turn. Hit me up.
My God.
So this segment
is NPC ideology.
And for you nerds, well, actually, sorry, for the people who aren't nerds, NPC is non-playable character.
However, we are talking about playable characters.
Yeah, so
in this,
that's ironic.
In this episode segment.
All
right, so I actually got two topics. They're the same topic, but elements of the same topic.
Lay it on me.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the first thing we're gonna talk about. It's all Overwatch.
Yeah,
this whole thing is Overwatch.
I haven't played a single second of that game.
Well, I told Tyler, I was like, "This is gonna be so good." You're gonna be like, "I'm gonna buy the game." I
will be the judge of that. So what do you do in Overwatch? Like, you get your disc, you put it in, you think you're ready to play, it has to load. An hour later, you play. I'm playing Overwatch. What is Overwatch?
There's no real story. Well, there is.
Well, that sounds fun.
It consists of matches. It's all online.
Oh.
You know Halo 3, how there's an online? It's all that. There is a story, but it's outside the game, and it's mostly through YouTube clips. And it's fun to watch. It adds depth to the game.
So you just get some guns and you shoot some people up.
Yeah, basically. But there's also...
Wait, isn't that called Fortnite?
Let's stay on the topic.
All
right. So this is... there's a really big competitive element of Overwatch. Like the OWL, Overwatch League. It's a big esport. And there's teams from all over. The Koreans are actually... They're
kicking our ass. North Korea or South Korea?
North Koreans don't play. They don't have electricity. All right, so two big announcements happened like the day after we recorded last episode.
Okay.
The first one is called 222 Lock, and the other one is the new character came out.
Okay, what's 222
First,
Lock?
we're going to talk about 222 Lock. The idea is the game is always, there's roles. One of them support, DPS, and then tank.
What is DPS?
Damage per second. So that means you're pumping a lot of bullets.
Okay.
So the idea has always been 2 support, 2 DPS, and 2 tanks. That's like the perfect composition for a good team.
Okay.
However, pros manipulated this over time.
Okay.
And they found that 3 tanks and 3 supports is the best.
Okay.
And that came out to be the new meta. The developers got mad and they came up with something called role lock.
Okay.
Which means you can't switch out of the role that you start the game in. And also, there's only going to be 2 of each role. So they made it so you can't manipulate the game like the pros did. So they got rid of the thing called Go 3 tanks and 3 healers. So it's gone. They got rid of that because they got mad. I think it's messed up because I think it's wrong to make them play the game that they wanted. They got mad because they broke the rules, but they weren't really implied rules.
But aren't they trying to make it more even or like mix things up?
No, actually, I think they're limiting creativity because the creative element comes from making different compositions. And if they limit how they can make the compositions, they're limiting creativity in their own game.
That's true, but wasn't it limited? If somebody cracked the code that this is the way you have to do it to win, isn't that kind of limited? Like now, don't you have to use more outside strategy than like what it was before?
There's also different compositions. Like there was one coming out that I think could have been better than GOATs. It was 2 DPS, 2 tanks. No, 3 DPS. Sorry, 3 DPS, 2 tanks, and 1 healer. And I think that could have been an even better.
Why didn't anybody do it?
It was on the rise, and then they came up with 222 lock, and it just kind of killed it. They're like, well, I'm not going to make it anymore. We're not going to keep trying to push this. It was called Clockwork.
Well, that's the interesting thing now about online gaming is game developers are listening now to fans more than ever because they test things out there. We were talking about Spyro. Like when you bought Spyro, if there was a glitch, there was nothing you could do about it. It just was.
You mean like in when it came out?
Yeah, in the 90s. Yeah, like there wasn't a patch.
Yeah, you're right.
You couldn't download. Now it's like developers put a game out that they're not, like they might just test things. Like I heard that Red Dead Redemption had a lot of things out there where they were just testing.
I mean, Overwatch is continuously patching.
Right. So it's
and
like
balancing.
you gotta, if they can fix an issue, you can be happy about it. If they take something away that you like, you can be bummed. But it's just kind of like how you view it overall. If you think it's a good thing, it's a good thing. If you think it's bad, you gotta take the good with the bad. Is what I'm saying.
I guess I understand that, but I think they fixed something. They fixed something, quote unquote, that wasn't broken.
Well, then the people will revolt. Like if the majority of people don't like that they did this, maybe they can revert it back.
Maybe
Start a petition. Yeah, right
well,
here
I
on
mean,
the Seg-Way
I'm
Podcast.
actually, I think I'm in the minority.
You like it?
No, I don't like it, but I think I'm in the minority. I think
well, the only way you can know is if you do a petition. Hey, if we can get 4 million people to raid Area 51, you could probably get 15 people to
15
to say,
no, they're gonna do that.
I'm gonna not play Overwatch until they change it back. I want my voice to be heard.
I don't know. I'm not happy with it. If you think I'm wrong, you know.
I don't play.
Not you, another person.
Oh, the general you.
Yeah, the royal you. Think I'm wrong, you
the
can email
listening.
us or
yeah.
email us at Seg-Way Podcast, the Seg-Way Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, and say, Charlie, you're stupid.
Just
Tyler had a really good point.
That's a fair assessment. All right, so the next big news about Overwatch also came out. Can I get a little bit more with that?
Yeah?
Yeah. All right,
New
so
character.
this guy's name.
New skin.
I don't like the word skin.
Flesh. Sorry, Alex. I know you hate that.
But I don't like skin. All right, so this guy's name is Sigma, like the Greek letter.
Sigma Freud.
Anyway. It's funny that you said he's a scientist.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from the Netherlands. All the Overwatch characters are from different areas.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like...
Is one from Ohio?
No.
Wow.
One's from Iowa.
Where's Iowa, Charlie?
A little bit to the west of us.
Okay.
2 or 3 states.
Okay, you say so. I trust you.
All right. So there are 30 characters in Overwatch right now.
There's 30?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
With Sigma, there's going to be 31. And he has a tank.
That's kind of gross, isn't it? 31?
Why? I mean, they always add characters. They started with like 20-something. All right, so he's a tank. He is not an on-tank or not an off-tank. He's kind of both. I'm going to tell you what that means. And I'll do an on-tank first. An on-tank is something that does tank things, which means they protect their team.
Okay.
And they make sure they try to make the other enemies away from the area they're supposed to be.
All I imagine is a tank from Left 4 Dead.
That's kind of an on-tank.
Okay.
That's an on-tank. An off-tank is basically a glorified DPS, damage per second, with an extra amount of health.
Okay.
That's basically an off-tank. So he's kind of both, actually.
What character do you play as?
I'm an Ashe main, which is DPS.
Good wood. Or is that bad wood?
It's a good wood.
Oh, good.
Anyway, back on. So he does both. And he has a omnidirectional shield that goes different directions. So it looks like a sheet, but he can put it anywhere and he can move it different distances, which is no character can do anything like that, which is, I'm actually really excited to see. He has a 2-round burst of stones that have a gravitational pull.
Stone.
He can take a big old rock and it does damage, but it knocks you back too.
Okay.
And then his ultimate move is he can pick everybody in the circle up and drops them back down for half their health. Okay. Which is it's a big deal because they hold there for a second, just kind of like shooting ducks. So like I said, he's both tanks. He's on and off. And there's another tank that's kind of like that too, which is Hammond, and he's going to pair really well with Hammond because they're kind of going to cover each other. Like what Hammond isn't doing, he's going to do. What he isn't doing, Hammond's going to pick up. He is the first Talon tank, so he's the first evil tank. Like I said, there's kind of a story. There's 2 factions, Talon and Overwatch.
Okay. Which ones are the good guys?
Overwatch.
And then, so the Talons are the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good way to put that. But when you're playing the game, it actually doesn't matter who's a Talon, who's Overwatch. It's all combined. I know it's
who's Italian. That's what it sounded like you said.
Who's Italian?
It doesn't matter who's Italian.
So this is his backstory. I'm gonna get into it right now.
Okay.
All right. So he's from a mental asylum. The way he's like, they drew him. He doesn't have shoes, and this was actually a big controversy.
That he doesn't have shoes.
Yeah, because he was associated with negative mental illness, that because he's mentally ill, he is evil. And I kind of get their point because they are kind of drawing that the evil and the mental illness. I kind of see both sides.
I promise you that I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a trope, actually, that if you're mentally ill, you're evil.
What does that have to do with shoes?
Because he doesn't have shoes on, he is identified as mentally ill because he's from an insane asylum.
So if you're not wearing shoes, you're mentally unstable. Is that what you're saying?
He's designed that way on purpose, yeah. In the context of what I'm talking about, yes.
They should just have him in like a straitjacket or something.
He's got armor on.
Straitjacket armor?
No, but I bet that's gonna be a skin though. That he will have just a straitjacket.
Yeah, imagine he's just head bashing people, like those dinosaurs with the bald heads.
Like I said, he has talent, so there's kind of a link there, so I can kind of see both sides of the argument here. And it's kind of too late. They can't really fix it because that's like the original design they put out with. So it kind of is what it is at this point. So he's a sciencey guy.
Okay.
He was studying gravity and other dimensions, and he got like
gravity in other dimensions.
No, gravity, comma, and other dimensions.
You know, other people already got that gravity thing down. He must not have a Facebook.
I guess not. He got a little close to the sun, and he went crazy. I guess I don't know. From what I've gathered, that he just kind of like lost it. I think the theory is that he can see other realities. You know, like the multidimensional theory. I think the idea is that he can see into all the dimensions at once. So I think he's going to become part of the meta, the new meta, which is the meta means what's played in the Overwatch League, like consistently.
Okay. So you don't think they're going to rip him away?
No, I think he's going to be fine-tuned by the developers, and he's going to become part of the new meta because he's so flexible. And I think he looks fun to play. And I think I'm going to enjoy him. I'm excited for him to come out.
When does he come out?
I don't know.
You don't know when he's going to drop?
I've looked.
That's because he has no shoes on. It's taking him a long time to get there. His feet are hurting.
He's on computers right now on something called the PTR, which is the player's testing realm. So people are playing him to like test him out.
Okay.
But he's not on console yet, which is what I use.
Get this dude some Crocs.
That's funny.
All right, it is that time again of the month. That doesn't sound good. It is first week food. This week we went to Fisher's Cafe and Pub. I didn't see the cafe.
I neither.
It should just be Fisher's Pub.
Yeah, it was in Peninsula, Ohio.
Peninsula, Ohio.
And I feel a little guilty. I picked this one just because
everybody in Peninsula was there.
They were. Yeah, they're not listening to this though. So we picked it because it's kind of like in between us, and I picked it because it's kind of in between us, and it was family owned. So I was like, oh, not like a big chain, so I'll give it a shot.
So I will say that like the outside seating looked cool, and like when I parked, I saw a dude outside grilling for them, and that was cool.
Yeah, there's lots of people. That the flowers were really nice.
Yeah. We're trying to butter this up so that we don't look like assholes in about 5 minutes.
The shrubbery was nice.
Yeah. It was a nice day. The weather was nice.
All right, so
they had a door. It was great. So you guys know it's been a while. But y'all know the PAC scale, the PPACD. We're gonna break it down that way again. So the order again is presentation, portion size, attentiveness, cost, and deliciousness. So let us jump in.
Presentation.
So the flowers were nice.
Yeah, outside they were good. The inside it looked like a bar.
Yeah, it was forgettable.
A bar.
There was a TV.
There was lots of fish and stuff because their name was Fishers.
Yeah, there was a Confederate.
There was a war painting of the Civil War and on the Confederate side only. I was like, that's a strange choice considering we're in Ohio.
And yeah, and I mean,
we're absolutely in the Union.
The Indians were on. So, just to get this out of the way, I ordered smothered chicken and a baked potato.
I ordered, was it boneless garlic parmesan wings?
Yeah, and what would you say about the presentation of your meal?
I decided fries too. I thought it was nice.
Yeah, I liked mine.
It came and it had like cheese on it. I was like, oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, the presentation, it was 2 pieces of like grilled chicken, and it had cheese and onions and mushrooms and the baked potatoes and the foil. I was like, this looks good. Oh, also, yes, I did it. I bought an appetizer. I lost the quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie was not a dick. He didn't pick the most expensive appetizer, so we got a spinach dip.
It wasn't as good as spinach dip as I've had.
But it was good.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine. I have no complaints.
They were a little lacking on the chips.
That's true. Well, I thought the chip to dip ratio wasn't great, but then I realized there wasn't as much dip as I thought. So, in that aspect, the ratio was good. It just wasn't a lot. But, I mean, it's an appetizer.
It was the only spinach dip I've ever seen that had tomatoes on it.
Yes, I forgot about that.
That was weird.
Very unusual.
Not necessarily bad. I actually kind of liked it, but it was strange.
Oh, okay. Here here's where presentation for me is. I was perplexed. I'm looking at my dish and I see my chicken with the cheese and the mushrooms and the onions, and I see my baked potato, and then to the left there's just these 2 little slivers of cantaloupe. I'm like, the hell
you
is
looked at me and
this?
you're like, Charlie, what are these?
Yeah, am I supposed to eat this, or is it
I was like,
just a garnish?
I'm like, it's melon, so yeah, you can eat
So
it.
I did, and it was good. It was fine, and I blend flavors. Like, people make fun of the things that I eat together all the time. It's weird. It was weird.
Yeah, it sounds kind of weird.
So it was weird. The food was. I mean, it looked fine.
Everything was fine.
Let me put it this way. I think I would be giving it a higher score if we ate outside, but inside it was a forgettable bar. So for me, I say presentation 3. What do you say?
The village peninsula. It looks like the Naruto hidden in the Leaves village.
I don't have anything.
I know you don't. It's fine. It's just what I mean. It's like carved out of the forest. So okay. I feel like you're right. If we had eaten outside, it would have been more interesting to see all the foliage, and there was a train that passes by too, and that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. It would have been a higher score if we had eaten outside, but we didn't. We ate in the musty bar, so I'm gonna give it a 3.
All right.
Portion size.
So the amount of food that I got. Listen, I paid for what I got.
Yeah.
So there was options between 10. 20 and like 25, and the prices were not. I mean, that's later in cost, but they determined what size I got. Yeah. And I got 20, which is a lot of wings. I would have gone less if there was something in between,
like a 12 or a 15.
15. That would have been great.
Well, that's like they don't want you to, like they don't want you to have that option. Like you think, well, I might as well get 20.
Yeah.
Like this is completely off the wall. I live by a Pav's ice cream.
Okay.
Right over here. And they have flurries. Or do they call it flurry? I think they call it a flurry. They only have small and they have large. Okay? The small is $4.25 and the large is $5. Who's going to get a small?
Yeah, it's like Cinemark. It's like medium and large is like a quarter.
Right. They're both overpriced. And if the one bigger is only a little bit more. So it's like if it's 10 and then 20 and 25, like people always think middle anyway. So.
But listen, so I guess for what I got...
And you didn't finish.
I did not finish. So I'm going to go with a 3 for portion size because it was too much, especially for the price.
Yeah. Mine was pretty good. The potato was a little small, and we did have an appetizer. So I can't give it a 5 because I would assume with an appetizer I shouldn't be able to finish my meal. And they're like, well, that's why you got 23.9% body fat. Well, you know what? I did finish my meal. I'm not going to get under 20 this way. But yeah, it was two pieces of chicken with all the cheese and stuff on top, a baked potato, and I was a really comfortable full afterwards, but I did eat a lot of the spinach dip. So I'm going to give the portion size a 4, I think.
A 4?
Yeah. Yeah. I was what's important to me is that I'm comfortable full when I'm done eating. If something tastes good, I shouldn't penalize it that I wish there was more of it. You know what I mean? Or like if something tastes bad and I don't eat all of it, it shouldn't be rewarded for me being like, oh, there's a lot. I didn't finish it. So I try and think of like when I was done eating it, how did I feel? And I wasn't hungry anymore. But I did have to have an appetizer, so it can't get a 5.
Attentiveness.
So Sydney.
Was that her name?
That was her name.
I forgot her name.
Sydney C. Another one. I don't know her last name.
She didn't tell us her name.
She didn't. I had to look at the receipt like a creeper.
You are what you are.
I thought she was fine.
I thought she was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, she ain't no Chris.
I was going to say, she's not Chris. No one's going to be Chris.
No.
I mean, Chris, our boy, Main Street Girl, I can't wait to go see him again.
She was attentive. She got you guys water, water. She got your coffee again.
She was kind. Somebody
needed ketchup. Stephanie ketchup. Yeah, she got her ketchup. The only thing for me is that I had that like awkward moment where like I put my order in. She was like, "Oh, what would you like?" And I said, smothered chicken. And then it's like you get one side. So I was waiting for her to like stop writing and be like, "And what side would you like?" And I would say baked potato. But then she looked at Steph and was like, "What can I get you?" And Steph started talking, and I was like, "Wait, time out!" And I felt like a dick. I was like, "I didn't mean to interrupt, but like, I'm getting a baked potato up in here."
I actually forgot.
And then she had to like lean over and look at the menu like I was lying.
I forgot that happened.
What kind of a la carte bullshit place are we eating at where you get smothered chicken with no side? You don't get sides, and it's not a cafe. Like, what is this place?
Yeah.
But that was my only problem with her. Like, she was.
What do you give her?
4.
I give her a 4 too.
I can't give her a 5. I mean,
no, she wasn't.
Chris is 5.
Perfect. Yeah. She wasn't perfect, but she was.
She didn't recommend
good.
anything either.
We didn't ask.
We didn't ask Chris.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
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 If we compare everybody to Chris, no one's gonna ever get a 5 again.
I love
Cost.
So this is hard for me because I did buy the appetizer.
Yeah.
With the appetizer, with my smothered chicken and baked potato, which was included, which they put on there separate, but they just put a 0 next to it. It's like, it's part of it. What are you doing? I paid $10 more than the Main Street Grill, and that's just criminal.
That's not right.
Like, I think the smothered chicken was $13, which isn't bad, and the baked potato, or not the baked potato, that was nothing. But now, see, they got it in my head.
What did you drink? Did you have a drink?
No, I just had water.
You said water?
I just had water.
Oh my god.
Just like Main Street Grill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep things, unless I get like a drink, but it's like, I'm trying, like, it's tough how we're going to judge cost. Like, it really should just be, like, I shouldn't even consider
the appetizer.
Yeah, because I'm telling you guys that I paid $10 more than Main Street Grill, but
the appetizer wasn't $10 though.
Yeah, well, I'm counting tip too.
Okay.
If I didn't tip and I only got my entree, it would have been like $14 bucks. So that's cheaper than Main Street Grill, but it really wasn't anything special. How do you feel about it?
No, I thought the cost was not good. I was like, this is not adding up to me.
How much was the 20 wings?
$16, and I got a side of fries.
Yeah, we did that. What was it, like 75? The fries were good though, right?
The fries were actually really good.
They were not in deliciousness yet, but I just want to shout out the fries.
The fries were good.
I feel like we're putting the hammer on you guys. I feel like we got to give something here.
I thought the cost did not add up. I didn't want that many wings, and I was like, 16's too much for these wings. Yeah, it was 75 cents a wing.
Yeah. Was this their award-winning?
The sauce?
Yeah, was that, or was it what?
Award-winning wings, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. So, cost, I did 3. It's just, and let me just say this now before we get even farther. There's nothing wrong with 3. Like, we can't be just dishing out 5s and 4s.
Yeah.
For everything. Like,
3 is average.
Like, I'll say this probably again when we're done with the review, but if we went to eat here just cause, like, hey, we're in the area, let's go here, and we ate the exact same, well, I did. If I ate the exact same thing and left, I'd be like, oh, that was fine. And there's nothing wrong with fine. Not every dining experience is going to be extraordinary. Like, it was fine. So, cost?
You're right. There's nothing wrong with a 3. I give it a 2.
Deliciousness.
So, that D is deliciousness.
Yeah.
As you've heard, you're going to be...
You go ahead. You go first.
Okay.
I can't wait.
You're going to put down the Thor's hammer. If I were to give something a deliciousness of like 4 or 5, it would probably be in the category of, if I went there, I would probably really consider getting the same thing. I was between 2 things, which essentially was exactly the same. It was either a chicken Philly, which is chicken, cheese, mushrooms, and onions on a bread, or smothered chicken, which is chicken, cheese, mushrooms, onion, no bread. So I went with the smothered chicken.
Can I just say real quick?
Yeah.
Smothered chicken sounds like you're raising a chicken and you're just like, shh, go to sleep. It's like, go to sleep.
Putting a pillow
with
over
cheese,
his head.
with cheese, just like,
you know who doesn't do that? Main Street Grill. They tuck them in. But over at Fisher's Cafe, they smother those chickens,
right.
Shove it in their face, the pillow. Yeah, if I went back, I would probably try something else, which isn't, again, I just want to say a 3 is not bad. That's average. It is what it is. So it was fine. I enjoyed it. I was comfortable, full. The chicken especially tasted good. The baked potato wasn't great. It wasn't a great baked potato. I had to put a lot of sour cream on it. Your guys' fries were really good. I didn't get fries.
The fries were really good.
Yeah, like those were like, I feel like I've had those fries somewhere else, but I can't remember where.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they're like that crispy on the outside, but kind of like flaky or fluffy in the middle.
Listen, the side of fries is not going to save what I'm about to do.
All right, let me just throw this out there. 3. For me, it was a 3. It was average. It was okay. I already forgot about it. I would try something else if I went back.
All right, so
but
listen.
not your wings.
Listen. All right,
I'm
so I got these
listening.
boneless wings.
Yeah.
Garlic Parmesan is my favorite sauce of all time.
Ever?
It's my favorite. 'Cause
More
I
than
love
honey
garlic.
mustard?
Yes, I hate honey mustard. I don't hate honey mustard. It's not my favorite. It's all right.
All right.
Now, garlic Parmesan, because I love garlic and I love the cheese, it's great.
Yes.
When it's done decently. This was not done even decently. So I started eating. I'm like, okay, it looks all right, so I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And the first
I'm going
wing,
to give it a shot. Before you even taste it, you're like, yeah, I paid for it, but I guess I'll give it a shot.
the first wing was kind of crunchy. I was like, oh, this could be all right. But they were small, too.
Yeah.
I didn't even mention that.
Well, but there were
small.
20 of them.
Yeah, okay.
But you paid for it. Okay, yeah, you're right.
So I tried it. The first one's crunchy. It's okay. And I like eat 2 or 3 more, and it's like soggy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I get this like acidic aftertaste.
Yeah.
And it after like 5 or 6, I feel like I'm like eating cat food. It was not good. All right, so
I can attest too, because I tried one, because he got to the point where there were like 4 left, and he's like, I'm done.
there was like 6 left. I couldn't eat anymore.
And I tried one, and I was like, ooh. Here was my diagnosis of your plate. I thought the chicken was really good quality. Like, when you cut it open and you looked at it, it's like, oh, this is real chicken. This isn't like that frozen pink slime McDonald's stuff. Like, it was real chicken. Like, and I'll be the first to say, I don't know their cooking process. I don't know how they go about it. But what it felt like was they had the wings in the sauce, just like in a barrel of that sauce, and they just scooped it out when people ordered it. So it felt like the wings were just getting really soggy from just being continuously in liquid sauce for too long. That's how it felt to me.
I felt like they could have cooked the chicken a little more, actually. Like, I don't think it was raw by any means, but I think it could have been a little bit more done.
I feel like the chicken was done enough.
You had a real small piece.
I think it just needed to be crispier.
I had a couple bigger pieces. I was like, I wish this could have been done a little more.
Should have sent it back. Be like, Sydney,
I didn't know her
take
name.
it back. You didn't know her name. I didn't know her name.
It wasn't good. It didn't taste good.
Yeah.
It was. It started feeling like cat food. Like I said, it was a 1. It was such a 1. The fries couldn't even save it. Like, I had some fries to like get that taste out of my mouth, and it didn't even help that much.
I had to finish it just because I hate wasting meat.
Yeah.
Also doesn't help the 23.9. All right, so you're giving it a 1?
Yeah, 1.
All right. All right, so we tally it up, and coming in with a comme ci, comme ça, and a score of 30 is Fisher's, not Cafe, and very much pub.
Like we said, come see, come saw is not bad.
Yeah, it's
not bad.
It's not. Like, we were feeling it, apparently.
I feel like we're like trying to cushion a breakup.
I know. But we do put our mouth where our money is, and we will be posting a review. If you guys go to the Main Street Grill now, you can see that we did.
Yeah,
it's gonna be harder this time.
They shared the podcast. Like
they did.
They're really proud of it. Now
I have a feeling Fisher's Cafe and Pub might not share this. But hey, we're not out here buttering people up. Like, we're eating, and we're telling you how you feel. And you know why we can do this? Because we got taste buds.
Taste buds.
Do you know why we can review movies?
I know why.
We got eyeballs.
That's right.
We haven't reviewed music yet, but whenever we do,
we got ears.
We got ears.
That's right.
And if that doesn't qualify us, I don't know what does. So that is our review of Fisher's Cafe and Pub. So yeah, that was that's the first week food. Make sure you guys stick around. Next week we're gonna be reviewing,
thankfully, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes, not Sherlock Gnomes. Goddamn. So yeah, if you guys are still liking everything you're hearing, liking the content, please subscribe. Please 5 stars. Share with a friend.
I know I went a little extreme in the Overwatch, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
My guess, I haven't checked. My guess, you did not hit your goal.
For what? Oh,
100
no.
subscribers.
No.
But I think you're going to get this A+, so you'll be back on track.
I hope so.
Yeah, this will be a tough month for me goal-wise.
I'm rooting for you.
So anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and this is the Seg-Way.
The best thing that happened to you on a Thursday.
Check these out.
About 4 weeks ago.
Man, this is killing me.
Yeah, drink some water.
No.
Okay.
I need more coffee.